What is going on, guys? This is Danny from My Flying Eyes, and today is a day for celebration. We have two reasons to celebrate. Number one is that this humble channel got to 2,000 subscribers. That might sound a little tiny number for full-time YouTubers, but for me it's a lot. So thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for clicking on that bell and the subscribe button. So this reason number two to celebrate is that we got an issue solved. Yes, the Zhiyun Weebill S Sony A7 IV communicating issue, we got it solved. If you haven't seen my previous video about this, the issue was that the record button from the gimbal wasn't working properly. It was working only to stop the recording but not to start the recording. So the only workaround that I found was to start the recording pressing the shutter from the camera and stop the recording with the button from the gimbal, which is pretty annoying. So I tried every video that I saw about this, and I tried every comment suggestion that I got, and none of them works until a few days ago I got a comment from Daniel Boville 692, and I said, okay, let's try this one also with very little hope. And guess what? As the comment says, voila, it did work. So it's working. So let me, and it's very interesting. It's not a perfect solution, but this is not a perfect world. So let me show you how it works. So first of all, make sure that you're using the micro USB to multi USB cable, because it does not work with any of the other cables. So as that cable looked pretty similar to other cables, I put a label, a staple, a piece of tape to label that cable that is the correct one, because you know I'm old and I forget things. So first of all, make sure that you're using the correct cable. Second, you turn on the gimbal, camera is off. You turn on the gimbal, you get to the menu by pressing the bottom corner of the second wheel on the gimbal. You get to the menu, you scroll the wheel and you select camera, and in order to select it you have to press the right side of this wheel, and then you select Sony. Not Sony USB, Sony. So you select Sony and then you select off. So I move the wheel and I select off. Now you turn on the camera. And as you turn on the camera, you exit that menu, and guess what? Voila! It's working! I start the recording, and I also stop the recording. And that might seem very stupid and simple, but for Weebill S and Sony A7 IV guys like me, that was impossible before this video, this workaround. Now this is not perfect, because with this cable you lose the functionalities of changing the camera parameters from the gimbal. You cannot change shutter speed, ISO or aperture in case you have a lens without a manual aperture from the gimbal. You cannot do those anymore. For that you need to use one of the other cables. I think it's the multi USB to USB Type-C or the other one. I don't remember, but certainly with this cable you don't have that option. But to be honest, I rather have the record button working properly, because I can access my camera parameters from the screen of the camera, from the menu, and that's not an issue, and that is not something that you touch for every take when you're recording. So you just set the camera parameters, and then it is way more comfortable to have this button working properly. So start recording, stop recording. Isn't that beautiful? When everything works fine. Well, I mean, this is not perfect, but this is not a perfect world either. So but there is something very interesting that I find out. Let me show you. We turn off the camera. We turn off the gimbal. And let's start over. I turn on the gimbal. I go to the menu again. I go to camera. I select camera. I select Sony. Oh, I didn't do it right. I'm sorry. Okay. I select camera and I select Sony, and this time instead of off I'm going to select on. And now I turn on the camera, I exit the menu, and it's also working properly. So Daniel, it's also working with the Sony camera on. I don't remember if the first time I tried this it didn't work. It certainly didn't work with the other two cables because I tried before. But it seems that it doesn't matter if the Sony option is on or off. As long as you don't select Sony USB, it is working. And I did try selecting Sony USB also, and none of them work. I did try with the other two cables and none of them work. So the combination is that cable, the micro USB to multi USB cable, selecting Sony and not Sony USB, and it doesn't matter if it's on or off. So it is a good day. I finally got to enjoy recording with my gimbal. So thank you so much, guys. This is the end of this video. I hope this worked for you also. And thank you for all the support, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And also I recently released a video of the Salton Sea Bombay Beach, and with a lot of aerials and night photography. Don't forget to check that out. And interesting thing is that making that video I lost my GoPro because I left it making a time lapse, and then when I came back it wasn't there. It was my fault because I forgot it, and I came back half an hour later and it was gone. I lost all of my time lapses and a lot of footage about the Bombay Beach 2024 Biennale. So if someone is watching this video and has that footage, please send it to me. It would be awesome if you also send my camera, but if not, at least contact me and you can upload those files to the cloud, WeTransfer or whatever. Thank you so much again, guys, and I see you on my next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye bye.